Beautiful day. Hi guys, I'm Jess
and I'm Dave. I'm welcoming you back to the Back2myroots TV Show. What are you wearing, Jess?
You know the vibes, son.
Yo, why is something like that?
Get ready, it's time.
Time for what?
It's time.
Back to my roots. Back to my roots. Go back to my roots. Go back to my roots. Back to my roots. Back to my roots. Back to my roots. Back to my roots.
Now we move on to the next, which is the well,
Can we just let's go to Blue Table Talk. Is it an interview?
or our point of view.
All in all, it's for your view.
Welcome to the Blue Table Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for today's episode, I'm sure you can already see me. I think I'm shaking. The level of excitement when I'm about to introduce this guest. This has been anticipated for a long time. Ladies and gents, boys, girls, cats, dogs. Dricky Stickman. It's a privilege having you low-key have a celebrity on the Blue Table Talk.
Most celebrity.
So please let everyone know who exactly you are. Dive deep.
All right. First of all, thank you guys for having me. Super excited to be here. Hi guys. My name is Dricky Stickman. I'm a graffiti artist / wearable arts designer. You can call that fashion designer. So basically, I paint on things. Not just canvas. I paint on random things. I can paint on anything. I just get joy from that, if you feel me.
From every great mind there comes the seed you planted.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How did you? Because I'm actually very curious to know how you started. Like from how?
I was obsessed with cartoons now. You know, as kids, you always spoil the wall and draw in the back of your English book, all that.
Okay.
So I always used to do that, and then I just saw this guy painting his shirts. I was just watching this guy like this, and he finished the shirt or like a palm tree with the ocean and all that and sand. I'm like, please spray paint.
Wow.
Like, nah, I definitely have to do this. I have to try this. So I go home, spoiled my auntie's wall, all that. So coming back to Nigeria, like studying arts in school, you know, they teach us fine arts, visual arts.
Yeah.
So I noticed that some of these things they didn't used to infuse it. All they would do is just teachers just come through and they put stuff on the board and tell you to draw it, or it's either that or perspective or landscape, same old thing. So at a point when the teacher comes to the class and draws on the board, I'm already done in like 3 minutes, and it's probably better than me. So you can imagine that I did IGCSEs, 2009, best out of our students in Nigeria for IGCSEs.
Good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that was that. All that art achievement, I was still so keen on this graffiti thing. Like, why don't they teach us spray cans? Why don't we go to like somewhere like a wall and teach us how to the whole face mask, the whole experience you get? Then I was in Lag and there was a strike. From 6 months, it turned to like a year. So my twin brother, I'm a twin. Then my brother is a fashion designer, and during that period, he tried to do his first lookbook. So he wanted something different. He was like, can I paint a background from, like, it was like, he knows I can do that, she just do it. I was like, okay, what will I get? We had to make it graffiti style. I was like, what will I get? I was like, I'll go to the bookshop and buy poster color, then maybe I'll join like 20 cardboards together. And then I got all those things, I did the background. It took me 2 weeks. It looked something like this. Well, not as good as this, but it looked something like this. So I did that, and it came out nice. It got on Bella Niger. Different news stations started carrying it. I used to have, 60 followers. It went to 400. Then it just kept going like this. And then I went with him for a photo shoot. And, it was for Lagos Fashion Week, yeah? And somebody was there and she was like, she knows I always follow my brother for all these things to assist him. But what do I do? A week from that, she called me for a meeting at Eco Hotel. Yeah, that she wants me to meet with somebody. That's a potential job, something similar to the background I did for the lookbook. So in case you're wondering, what I did for that lookbook, I created a fake outdoors. Half of it was painted, half of it wasn't painted. I'll send you pictures, don't worry. Mind you, sometimes, I've not done some of those things, but I don't ever say no. I don't ever say no to work, do you get? Except they're cheapskates. I don't ever say no because of, I might not be able to draw this. You don't know. I just imagine it and imagine how to do it, and I do it. So the person who walked in that moment was Genevieve Onaji. Imagine me not seeing one of the biggest Nigerian celebrities. That I had to form composure like it was a normal thing. But and then we're now going. She now touched me. I wanted to start crying. Oh my God. Going forward from that, it was a lot of work, but I didn't say no to it. They wanted me to paint 40-foot canvases, and I didn't have all these spray paints and acrylic paints. I was using poster color and stuff there. So I painted for like 3 days straight, barely slept. I was even crying while I was painting, but I just wanted to get it done. I was crying because I was tired, not because of anything. And then I finished it, and I was like, I really like this, man. Like, this is what I want to do. Do you feel me? This one blew up. And then going on from there, I was like, okay, what can I do next? I've done all these things. What can I do next? And I remember the graffiti thing in England. I was like, if I'm gonna paint somebody's wall now, they might in Nigeria I can't be doing anyhow. And I said, okay, I can do it on clothes now. Nobody beats me for graffiti in my clothes. It's my come and beat me now. So I did that on a jacket. I created a character. It was basically me, but how I was feeling. So it was abstract, but it was my character. So I did that on a jacket, and one of my guys saw it, was like, oh wow, I like this, but I want to buy it. How much? I was like, 6K. Like, I used wall paint because I didn't have all these things. So as I was doing that, people started patronizing. So I now went to do like my research on how to improve my paint. What are these things? So I heard of acrylic paint. Then I used to order from Amazon because we didn't have any of that here. So I did a pair of pants and I posted it on my page. And there's this guy, he's a designer as well, Orange Culture, that's his name. He was like, can you get a pair of these pants? I'm like, yeah, sure. He said, oh, okay. So he took that to South Africa Fashion Week. He wore my pants, South Africa Fashion Week. Different fashion brands just started following me. Wow. Like, it was just this little thing I decided to paint. That just turned into what we are seeing today. Just me doing that little thing. So you never know, man. Like, you just always have to keep pushing.
Well, like, it seems that from everything you've told us, it seems like your life has been going like your way. We're just wanting to be more of like, God just like, oh, yeah, my G.
Nah. So there are obviously a lot of ups and downs. What I'll start with is being a creative, first of all. Yeah, there are people that always want to exploit you. When you start in the beginning, you have to make sacrifices now. You have to do a lot of free stuff. You have to spend money. You have to borrow money from your mom and your dad. 2K, 5K, you get. So there are a lot of days you'll be discouraged. You'll be like, see what my friends are doing, see what I'm doing. Is this a real job? But then there are moments you live for. When you see yourself on TV, when you see your mom cheering for you in the crowd, all these kind of things. When some kind of things happen to you, you now realize that I'm doing this for a reason, you get. So you always have to remember that.
Like, I'm just happy that of what has happened in this century, because back then, the entertainment industry, nobody really took it seriously.
It's crazy.
So it's just like, if you go into arts in university, you're taken as a very small, cheap person. Like, what are you doing?
And this is a message to every educational board out there. Please help. Just put some effort in. Art class is looked down on. Every class deserves like most of the artists we have today did not come out from art class.
Definitely.
I know artists that came out from science class at my school and they are big now artists. You know, you need to be able to put in the effort. You need to recognize that there's talent.
Well, I'm so grateful for you talking on this thing.
Thank you so much.
You guys are awesome. When David is just looking at you, I'm just like, David,
I feel like a little child. I feel like a little child just listening to the story.
Okay, but anyways, let's move on to the next segment. Pick and thou shall remember. So,
it's like there are random questions in the box.
Okay, do I read the question now?
What how to do?
If you could be a color, what color would you be and why? I think brown is the most beautiful color ever, man.
Brown.
Yeah, brown. Brown is like your skin now, guy. You get a beautiful color of brown, right?
You get it. Yeah. Okay, so my question says, if you were to have one superpower, what would that power be?
Well,
you know the vibes. You've been in this season. You know how I've been talking about time travel. You know the timeline. It has to be messed with, right?
Wow.
It passed.
makes sense.
All right, my own question is: if Saitama, Goku, Meliodas, Naruto, and Gojo all had an anime battle, who would win?
Saitama.
Obviously.
Wait,
Thank you.
Let's not speak from 2018 mentality.
No, you can't say that. No.
The power of infinity.
David, that's true.
Infinity
But still,
domain
David,
expansion.
even listen, One Punch Man.
But Dricky, I respect you.
No, it's calm.
Like you did not say Goku. Because you know, like the
You always
arguments
like,
I've had.
Goku has time.
I think no hate, but I think they're overrated. Though.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
That's the point.
It's screaming Olympics. That's what I think of Dragon Ball. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, animals, welcome to the family. It is time that we end the show. But before we leave, you know the tradition. Our guest has to sign on the box. It's just, you know, we're not using your signature for anything, but just.
Just calm. I don't have money in my account like that.
Just sign
Anywhere.
Alright. We're done. Ladies and gents, we've been your hosts, Jess and Dave.
Why do you keep calling yourself Jess? I am Jess.
Yeah, shall go.
It's Jess and Dave telling you bye with Dricky.
Back to my roots.
Did you know that back in the days, hairstyles played a major role in African history? A person's tribe, marital status, or even their royalty could be defined by just their hairstyle. I bet you didn't know that one too. I'm holding a guitar. I guess I can't leave without dropping something for you guys. Okay guys, it's been a lovely time with me. If you're looking for our socials, they'll be displayed on the screen. This is me saying bye bye, and I will see you when I see you seeing me.